What's up, everybody, and welcome to the return of Fantasy Football Pub Trivia Night. I know it has been a minute, but we are back and ready to play some pub trivia tonight. I'm your host, Simon, joined by my dancing co-host, Jay Wall. What's up, Jay Wall?
What is up? I am so happy to be back, and I was telling you I'm just going to use my really big brain today, and I'm excited for that. But no, I'm excited just to have everyone back and doing trivia again. Even though I'm not the smartest, it's still a ton of fun.
Here is word for word what Jay Wall said. Oh no, Dame's here. Now I can't win for sure. As soon as I saw you in the chat, Dame, Jay Wall said, oh no, well now there goes my chance at first place. You've got a reputation to live up to today. Joey in here said, two faces only a mother can love. The catch, it's every mother. Jay Wall and Simon are cutie patooties. You know, moms do love me.
Yeah, they love me too.
Do moms love you too, Jay Wall? Man, spring break, my junior year when we were in Miami, I was so poor, just unbelievably poor. Tim was there. He was less poor than me, but we were there. And one of my moves was I would find the moms at the bar, and it was a spring break environment. There were tons of spring breakers there, and I'd go up to them and I'd ask them what school they went to. Like I would say, like, oh, what school are you here from? And immediately they would just start giggling. And I got a lot of drinks that way that spring break while I was in Miami. It did backfire once, though, whenever a guy came up and said, are you hitting on my mom? But then I told him, like, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get a drink. And he gave me a beer from his pitcher. So it all worked out in the long run. He was a pretty funny guy. Mr. Scampers in here said, I need a hero and a number to join the party. We've got the number scrolling across the bottom. It is 180388. We've currently got 5 of you in there, including Jay Wall. So everybody make sure you're joining and send us to your friends. Get them to come in and play along with us. I see Dame in the chat. Yeet, 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 yeet. Sporkle time. I hope everyone wins. That's not possible, Dame. You're going to win. You're going to win. Mr. Scamper said, yay. And Tim said, Jay Wall has extra knowledge in that beard, though. I think that's just cheese, but I'm not positive. Joey said, Simon got a sugar mama story and comment. Nope, that is where it ends. I wish I had a sugar mama story.
I will say, I do have a better mom story, but we can say that for another time.
Dame wants to know, when do we get another devastating Simon story? I told the duck story a little too recently to pepper in another devastating one, so we'll save that.
Yeah, we can't make Joe cry again.
Yeah. And Mr. Scamper's saying, Jay Wall, your sideburns are truly fabulous. Just killing it. Yeah. Can you grow like long sideburns like past your beard?
I gotta be honest, I've never tried.
Let's see it. Let's find out if you can. Guys, I'm going to give people a couple more minutes to get in here. We've got 5 of you in here. Like I mentioned, Jay Wall is going to be playing against you.
Yeah.
But we'll give it a couple more minutes to jump in. For those of you that have not played with us before, how this is going to work is I have created trivia questions for you guys before this started. Once I start the game on the app, one by one, the questions will show up for you. Whenever it comes up, you will be able to wager anywhere between 1 and 10 points based on how confident you are in that question. Keep in mind, though, you only get to use that value one time. So if you use your 10-point value, you do not get another 10-point value in that game. There will be 10 rounds like this, and then the last round will be one where you get to wager 0, 10, or 20 points. And that last round, you can actually lose those points if you get it wrong. Every other round, you're just adding them if you get it right. Whoever has the most points at the end of that round will be our champion for the day. The only thing you need to do to join us tonight is to download the Sporkle Party app and enter the code 180388 to make sure you join our game. Jay Wall, are you in?
Yeah, and it looks like Josh from Outer Space is in.
Wow, I didn't know they had Wi-Fi up there.
I know, that's crazy.
Cool. We'll give it another couple minutes to see if some more people join. And otherwise, we may just have a smaller game this first round.
Speak of the devil.
What's up, Josh? Josh saying, wow, the beard is raging, bro. Let's go. I will destroy Jay Wall. And then he said, hello, Mr. Scampers. Just straight British. And Josh said, I get all the Wi-Fi in space. That makes sense. I think that's where Wi-Fi's from, is outer space, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know what? It's been about 6 minutes. I know we've got limited people in here, but I think we're just going to get started with our first round tonight, Jay Wall, if you're ready. More people can join as the game goes on. So if the game's already started, people can still join as they come in. So guys, still invite your friends, see if they're ready. And we lost someone. Who did we lose? Damn. Oh, well, We're going to get started. We're going to go ahead and start this game. Round one. Let me go ahead and put that up here on the screen.
Maybe with my headphones, my audio will be a little bit better.
Your first question tonight is, which NFL team drafted running back Zamir White? So I need to know which NFL team drafted running back Zamir White.
I'm going to be honest, I have no clue.
And everybody playing, don't fucking cheat. You're lame as hell if you cheat. There is no prize for this besides bragging rights. And you know what? If you're cheating, it's going to be pretty obvious because some of these questions are hard. So don't be an asshole.
True. That is
don't
true.
be an asshole. Not that you can't get some hard questions, but if you get all of them, then there might be some suspicions raised. Scott, what's up? Welcome in. Hey, Jay. Hey, Simon. Hey, the chat. Is that the most important order? Jay Wall first, then Simon, then the chat, Scott? Mr. Scamper said AFC West. Jay Wall said the Browns.
I had no idea.
Cirque the Hedgehog said, oh, this is going to be rough. We had Raiders and Raiders from Joey and Dame. Let's see the answer. The answer is the Las Vegas Raiders. So Joey and Dame, you are going to get points for that.
There you go.
Nice job there.
Dame's already going to win.
Let's submit those answers. Hey, Joey's up there tied. They both wagered 10 points on that one. They were both feeling pretty confident about that rookie landing spot. Let's move on to our next question. What is the name of the zebra voiced by Chris Rock in the movie Madagascar?
This is what I'm talking about. See, this is my speed.
You know this one, Jay Wall?
Of course.
We'll see if the chat knows this. I just
now I'm second
recently,
guessing myself. I'm like, okay, let's go through each one. Okay, yeah, I got it.
Also, Dame said I have Jacobs, so they were pretty aware of the fact that they drafted another running back to the team over there.
That does make sense.
Absolutely makes sense.
Some good guesses.
I haven't seen the guesses yet. Man, why is it telling me I'm playing?
Oh, yeah, it does have you playing.
That's okay. I'll just get 0 points and come in last every single time. I don't care about my record. Okay, we had some answers in here. We had Chad, duh. We had Marty with an IE, Marty with a Y, Maurice, Cernch, Herherg, and Stripey. The correct answer is
you're black with white.
Marty. It is Marty with a Y. But if you put IE like Joey did, we are still going to give you credit. So nice job, Joey and Jay Wall. And Joey creating a little bit of separation there. Not much, though. But you are up 2 points over Jay Wall and Dame. Let's move on to our next question. Before we do, I see some more people have tuned in. Guys, if you tuned in, it is not too late to join the game. As you can see, most people don't even have points still. So you can join in and play along. We've only done a couple questions so far. You can still play along. And we have a couple rounds after this. In order to play, download the Sporkle Party app. It's scrolling across the bottom. And I will post a link in the chat for you guys. Once you do that, you're just going to go to join a game, and you're going to use our code that we have. It is scrolling across the bottom of the screen as well. It is 180388. So make sure you join in and then use code 180388, and you'll get to play along with us. Tim said, I start slow. Yeah, Tim's a fourth quarter kind of guy. And Mr. Scamper said, off to a rip-roaring start. Yeah, you guys are killing it so far. Let's move on to our next question. Which QB threw the most pick sixes in the 2021 regular season? So which quarterback threw the most pick sixes this past year? Do you know this one, Jay Wall?
I think I have a feeling, but I'm trying to think through the other quarterbacks.
Well, there's probably at least 31 other quarterbacks that you would have to think through.
Probably more.
Yeah, definitely more if you count other ones besides those 32. Well, you guys got about 10 seconds left to get your answers in. Make sure you get your answers in.
It's gotta be. Oh, I am the only one with that answer. Oh, no. Dame also answered.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing all the answers in here. We've got Baker Mayfield, Burrow, IDK, Jimmy G, Stafford, Wentz, and Wentz. Don't know. The correct answer is Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford led the league in pick sixes this year. He tied for the most interceptions with Trevor Lawrence, but he threw the most pick sixes. So Mr. Scampers and Jersh, you guys got that one right. Oh, Mr. Scampers wagered 10 on that one.
And Josh,
where did Jersh go? Josh disappeared. He gets the question right and says, I am out. Here's your next question, guys. Besides Lamar Jackson, who is the only other quarterback to have ever rushed for over 1,000 yards in a season? There's only one other quarterback who has done it.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, it's Tom Brady. Hey, Tom Brady, he had I was looking at his rushing numbers today. He had 81 rushing yards last year, which is the most he's had in a very long time.
He ran like a bunch of times on like third down, and he would run right at the sticks and then get out of bounds. Or he'd slide like right at the sticks.
I was also just looking at his stats because I thought maybe like he'd never broken 50 rushing yards or anything like that.
You shouldn't.
Oh, oops.
You
I shouldn't do that because it's showing the answers. That's okay because who knows what the right answer is. I'll do that next time. I was just curious if everyone had answered yet. We've got a couple Cam Newtons, a Cunningham, some Mike Vicks, and no answer from Fantasy Nav. Let's see what the actual answer is. Michael Vick is the correct answer to this question. So, J-Wall, you said Mike Vick. No, I got you. I'll give you credit right there. Credit for all the people who said Vick on that one. Vick is the only other guy who has ever done that besides Lamar Jackson. So after that question, J-Wall, you are tied for first with Mr. Scampers and Joey with 19 points so far. There's a lot of game left.
There's a lot of game left.
Also, Dame said Super Bowl champion Stafford. That is correct. Who cares that he threw the most pick sixes? He won the damn Super Bowl. Let's see what our next question is. Which 2021 rookie quarterback scored the most fantasy points in the 2021 season? So of all the rookie quarterbacks last year, which one scored the most fantasy points?
Oof. I have a couple.
You think you know?
I don't.
There's only so many rookie quarterbacks that even played. I have a couple. That just means you know who the rookie quarterbacks were.
Okay, it looks like my answers are matching up, so we're good. I was between two guys.
Why did it say, oh, yeah? I don't like that. You guys got 3 seconds to get your answers in. Anyone who doesn't have their answer in. Okay, we've got Lawrence, Mac Jones, a lot of Mac Jones, and then 2 Mills at the end there.
Mac Jones and Mills.
The correct answer is Mac Jones. I think a lot of people even forget maybe that he was a rookie last year because he wasn't very exciting, but he just got the job done.
I was going to say, he just got points. Like, he didn't do a ton. He just got points.
He was just consistent. Nice job to everyone who got that one right. Mac Jones is the correct answer. Does that mix up the leaderboard? It does not. Does not mix up the leaderboard. Let's move on to our next question.
It's lonely at the top, you know.
Also, Josh said I completely forgot about someone who was correct here. Laughing. He said, I'm drinking quite a bit, though. You're on space vacation. That's okay.
Yeah, you're on space.
Let's go to our next question.
5 o'clock.
Which of the following is not a PepsiCo owned food or beverage brand? Sabra, Stacy's Pita Chips, Gatorade, Cap'n Crunch, Peace Tea, or Naked Juice? Which one of these is not a PepsiCo subsidiary brand? Also, a reminder, guys, that you can honk your competitors. If you just click on their name and click honk, it will make their phone make an audible noise out loud. So do it as you see fit. I've got the sound off on my phone, though, so you can honk me away and I won't hear it. Honk. Also, Tabitha, I see in the chat. If you want to play along with us, you can join in the app. Oh, wait, is that Joey's mom? I think so. Hi, Joey's mom. Welcome in. Let's see what the answers are right here. We have got Cap'n Crunch from a couple people, some Gatorade, some Naked Juice, and Albert guessing Peace Tea. Well, the correct answer is Peace Tea. Peace Tea is a Coca-Cola brand. Every single other one of these is a PepsiCo food or beverage brand here. So Peace Tea is the correct answer. So only Albert is going to get points for that one. And how many? Albert wagered 7 on that one. So he's sneaking up on you guys. He's getting close.
Getting nervous.
Our next question. Who killed the 4 Jedi Masters? Saci Tin, Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, and Agent Kolar. One person killed all 4 of these Jedi Masters. Who was it? Also, Dame asking, what is Peace Tea? Peace Tea is delicious. It comes in a giant can like Arizona tea, and it's very yummy, and I drank a lot of them in high school. Just yummy flavored tea. Oh, Mr. Scampers, did you say peace? I missed your points. I'm so sorry, Mr. Scampers. Tell me how many you wagered. At the end, I will retroactively add them onto your score. You guys got about 5 seconds to get your answers in. You know this one, J-Wall?
No. Oh, and it autocorrected me to Anuman.
What did you mean to say?
I think Anuman is a Filipino word, like a Tagalog word. Anakin.
Anakin. Okay, well, if Anakin's the answer, I'll give you credit, J-Wall. The correct answer is Darth Sidious, a.k.a. Palpatine. Palpatine. Dude. So if you put Sidious, Palpatine, or even if you had put the Emperor, I was going to give you credit for that one.
I could not think of his name, but I was like, it's the ugly dude who also is like on the good side. Like, what's his name? I was like, it's not the governor.
Also, Dame is standing out for you, Mr. Scamper, saying that you did in fact put peace. I missed the emoji. That's my bad. So we will add 3 points to your game at the right. And Tim, you were the only one who got that one correct by saying Palpatine. One could argue that Anakin had a key role in the death of at least Mace Windu. Mace Windu had Palpatine at its death's end, but Palpatine was the one who did the final kill on all of these guys. We're going to submit those answers. Tim is the only one who gets points for that one. Also, Dame said, I thought that was multiple choice. That's my bad. Yeah, I think a couple people did on that one. So right now, J-Wall, you are still at the top of the leaderboard with 24 points. Joey with 22 and Mr. Scampers with 19. Let's move on to our next question.
Let's do it.
Who was the first player drafted in 1 QB leagues in 2021, according to Fantasy Data ADP? So this is just who was the 101 overall last year, according to ADP, is what I want to know.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident with this one.
Joey said Tim Wright is Palpatine. Points for Joey. You would have had to clarify that a little bit better, Joey.
I read this wrong.
Did you? How did you read it, Joey?
I read it as, who's the first drafted quarterback last year? And I was like, oh, yeah, obviously.
Reading is hard. Reading's really hard.
Hey, Tim also put the same answer as me. So.
You guys got 5 seconds real quick. 1. Let's see what the actual answer is. We had Christian McCaffrey, CMC, Josh Allen, Mahomes. It looks like a couple people read the question that way, but it was the first player drafted in 1 QB leagues is what I was going with. Yeah, Tim said same, J-Wall. So you know what? If multiple people thought that, that's probably on me, on the question design.
It's like the multiple choice last question, just sometimes we read it wrong.
The answer is CMC McCaffrey. So everyone who put McCaffrey or CMC or Christian McCaffrey, you don't get bonus points for spelling it all out, Joey, but I appreciate it. You guys are all going to get points for that one.
There goes my lead.
Yep. Oh, you just got knocked right off the podium, J-Wall. Completely off the podium on that one.
That's what happens when you can't read.
Okay. Our 9th question. Within 3, how many interceptions has Aaron Rodgers thrown over the last 4 seasons? 2018 to 2021, his interceptions combined. I know we got at least one Packers fan watching. Scott said, yeah, that's 2 in a row you've made confusing, Simon, killing it. Or maybe you guys made them confusing. Sorry, I didn't mean to lash out. Yeah, that was on me. But shout out to the people who got it right anyways. Craig, welcome, man. He said, I missed today due to my first in the office workday in 2 years. We missed you today, Craig. And that's crazy. That's got to be hard going back to the office after being out for a couple years at this point.
It is brutal.
Okay. Let's see the answers. We've got 10, 12, 15, 20, 22, 23, 32, and 40. The correct answer is 15. Jeez. Over the last 4 years, Aaron Rodgers has only thrown 15 interceptions, which is absolutely insane.
I got it dead on.
So if you were within 3 of that, which is only going to be Joey and Scott, you guys are both going to get credit for that one. That just absolutely blew me away.
That is
also, Scott said never blame the customer, Simon. Just a little fun fact. The quote, the customer is always right, is often misattributed. It's very much like in Dinner for Schmucks, whenever Steve Carell's character says, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not. That's not the quote. It's I'm not the only one. This quote was, the customer is never wrong in the matters of taste. They are never wrong about what they want. The customer can still be a dick. That's 100% allowed. But if you didn't like that question, I cannot blame you. But nice job, Scott and Joey, for getting that one right. The customer is right in this instance. This is our last question before the final round. Here it is. Only 3 quarterbacks have ever had higher scoring fantasy seasons than Josh Allen's 2021 season. Those 3 quarterbacks are Patrick Mahomes in 2018, Lamar Jackson in 2019, and which other quarterback in 2013? Scott said, I'm not quoting anything. Damn, isn't everything a quote? Even if it's your own quote.
Ooh. I think I got this one. I think I got it.
You think you got it? You think you know this one?
I think so.
Well, you got 5 seconds. What are the other answers lining up with you, J-Wall?
There are a couple others that line up, and then there's only 2 answers so far. Oh, 3 answers, 4 answers. Ooh.
Okay, we've got Brady, Cam Newton, Peyton Manning, and Rodgers. The correct answer is Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning had that unbelievable year in 2013, if you remember.
Like 52 touchdowns?
Oh, it was absurd.
Yeah,
It was absolutely absurd. And I remember Tim had him on his team that year in the league that we were in together, if I remember correctly.
Got it right.
And Peyton just absolutely killed it.
Uh-huh.
Also, Scott said I brain farted on that one. And Joey saying Cam Newton was QB1 in 2014, Manning in 2013. Yeah. The year might have actually made that a little bit trickier because that would have put Cam Newton in that time frame, right?
Yeah, I was born in 2013, so I barely remember,
2013. I thought you were born in 2015.
Something around there.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of. Guys, we're going into our last round. Here you can choose easy, medium, hard, but I'm going to tell you the truth. It doesn't matter. Because how they determine whether a question is easy, medium, or hard is how many people have missed it in the past. And this pack of questions has never been played. So it's just going to randomly pick from the 3 remaining questions. Okay, and now you wager your points. I'm going to wager 20 because I have 0. No, I'll just wager 0 and stay at 0. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to click submit wager yet because that will reveal everyone else's wager.
Ooh, smart man.
Also, Scott said Seahawks fans remember that year, 43-8.
Oof.
Also, Dame said I missed the 2013 qualifier. Yeah, I was snuck in there at the end back there. And Tim said, oh, crap, I can lose to Simon if I get this wrong. I'm guessing he has less than 20 points, and he wagered 20 points. Joey just absolutely murdering this round. It's still not over. If Mr. Scampers wagered 20 and gets it right and Joey gets it wrong, Mr. Scampers can win, as can Munder, Difflin, and Dame can tie. So let's see what happens here.
Hoping for another Madagascar question.
Which team won the 2021 MLS Cup by defeating the Portland Timbers in penalty kicks in the championship game? Who won the MLS Cup last year? For all of you that wagered 20 points, I hope you follow MLS.
I'm trying to think. There's one team who's been winning a ton lately. I'm trying to think if they've been. Oh, I actually think I might know this.
I like watching you try to figure it out, J-Wall. Like digging through your memory archive, seeing if there's anything hidden there.
Because oh my gosh, if it's my team though, I'm gonna be so upset. But I think it. Oh, okay. Dame guessed the same, so it has to be right.
Okay, we've got Atlanta, Columbus, DC United, LA Galaxy, New York, NYC, and Sounders. No clue.
Seattle
The correct answer is.
So if it's them, I'm gonna be sad.
It is the New York City Football Club. So I'm actually going to give that to Albert and Joey. There are 2 New York teams. There are the New York Red Bulls, but you guys putting New York shows that you at least knew that it was right. You guys are going to get credit for that one. And Joey, keeping the lead, running away with it. You are going to be the champion of this first round of trivia.
Podium. So what happens when you only wager 10.
Hey, and I didn't come in last. Tim did. Tim got -1 points with that last question. Beat me out for last place. Joey came in first with 65, a dominant win. Albert in second with 43, and J-Wall in third with 14. That last question was brutal. Just absolutely.
I knew it was like a newer team because I remember I was like, the Sounders won it like 2 years in a row, but that was a couple of years ago. And I was like, who's like a new team? And I was like, oh, Atlanta. And then that's why I just ran with it,
So Joey said soccer movies and old man football knowledge. Yeah, this pack was built for you. I also do want to have it on the record that Mr. Scampers actually had 10 points, not 7. 10. There were 3 points for PST that we did not put on there. Okay, we are going to play another round. I am going to switch this pack. Let's go to the next pack of trivia questions.
And don't forget,
So
you
guys,
can still join.
Yeah, anybody watching, if you haven't joined already, please join and play along with us. You can do so by downloading the Sporkle Party app and then entering the code 180388. We'll see if Joey can go back to back on this one, if he can win yet again. I got a feeling Scott's going to pull away on this one. I don't know why. I'm just feeling good about Scott in this round.
I could see it.
I think it's looking good for him. This pack screams Scott questions. You guys ready? Let's go ahead and do this. We'll start this game. Not all players are ready. We're starting anyways. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your first question. I rushed for 1,159 yards and 6 rushing touchdowns in 2021. My ADP had me as the second running back drafted last season, but I finished as the RB16. My younger brother was recently drafted into the NFL. Who am I?
Easy money.
Also, Albert said, what do you think of the Browns schedule, Simon? I have not looked at it yet. I'll make sure to look at that tonight, and then tomorrow on the stream, I can answer any questions about the Browns schedule. Have not peeked at it yet.
When you're as confident as Simon, for the Browns and me with the Eagles, we don't have to look because we know we're just going to win them all.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Without a doubt. That's where I was going with that, J-Wall. I agree. Yeah. No, what's helpful is that the Browns didn't win their division or even kind of come close to winning their division. So they're definitely going to have a slightly easier schedule. It looks like almost everyone in here got that one. Munder Difflin, Sounders, no clue. So close. Let's see the right answer here. Wait, how did you wager 20 on that
That's
one?
That's what I was wondering. Oh, maybe it just glitched.
Yeah, maybe it glitched. Maybe but the answer is Dalvin Cook. Nice job to every single person who got that one right.
Said it won't let him in for some reason. So maybe try getting out and then coming back in.
I'm going to honk you, see if it'll... Can you hear me honking you, Scott? It should let you in if you want to join. Nice job to everyone who got that one right. Maybe that was a little bit easy with the clue at the end there about the brother being drafted. Scott saying it didn't let me in, guys. What in the world? Mr. Scampers is out of milk. Go refill your milk, Mr. Scampers. Let's move on to our next question. Scott, I don't know why I wouldn't let you in. Maybe try leaving and then coming back in.
Yeah, he just left, so I'm guessing he's going to try and hop back in.
Let's go to our next question. Which 2 NFL teams did Wayne Gallman play for during the 2021 season? Wayne Gallman played for 2 different NFL teams this year. Which 2 teams were they?
This is one of those you just put the first thing that comes to your mind, and you hope it's right.
Because it was in your head for a reason. Maybe not the right reason, but it's better than anything that you can just scrounge around and find.
Exactly.
What's going to be better than your gut here?
Ooh, I have 2 other people who matched me, so
same exact thing.
More comfortable. Yeah, makes me feel more confident.
2 teams, that's probably a good sign. Know what I mean? Instead of it just being one team.
Yep.
Unless you guys are thinking of the wrong season, which is possible. Let's see. We have 49ers and blah, Falcons and Giants, Falcons and 49ers, Giants and Falcons, Giants in Atlanta, Giants and Ravens, Giants, Browns, Giants in Atlanta. The correct answer is it is the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. He started the season on the Atlanta Falcons and then was traded to the Minnesota Vikings or signed over there. I cannot remember. I'm not sure he even got a single carry with them, but he did play for the Vikings this season. Yeah, let me just confirm.
It was Devontae Booker at the Giants. Wayne Gallman was, whoa.
He was on the Giants last season, signed with the Falcons prior to this season starting. And Mr. Scamper said he didn't play for either. Trick question. Also, Joey did ask me a question in the Slack that pertains to all of you guys. So, I believe what Joey wants to do here is the winner of this round will get a free entry into Joey's Fantasy Cares Eliminator Tournament that he is hosting. Joey is one of the guys that you can play against in a league for the Fantasy Cares Eliminators, raising money for Toys for Tots. And Joey's giving away a spot to the winner of this round. So if you win this round, if you come out on top, you will get a spot to Joey's FCE this year. You guys ready?
Born ready. Now I have to take this serious, you know.
And now you have to take it seriously.
Yeah, I was just messing around before.
No points for that one. Our next question. Which of the following players finished with the most receptions in the 2021 regular season? DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman, Austin Eckler, or Mike Evans? Also, Dame said, I'm in the first one. You can get double duty. Is there such a thing as too much Joey? I don't think so. There's probably too much J-Wall. There's definitely too much Simon. I'm not sure there's such a thing as too much Joey. You spend a little too long around me, you're probably going to want to break. But I'm not sure that happens with Mr. Joey.
No, I don't think either of you. Me, definitely.
Let's see. We got 3 seconds left. Oh, no, we don't. The answer is we've got DK Metcalf, because he's been the answer all week.
That's why
Michael Pittman, Pitty V for victory. The correct answer is Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman had the most receptions out of all of these players. Don't worry, Dame, I got you with the Pitty V for victory right there. You will get points for that. And people who watch the show, this one was maybe a bit of a trick because DK Metcalf has been a lot of the answers. He's a tricky player. He did a lot more than you thought he did this past season. But let's submit those answers and let's move on.
Stampers over here. Too kind.
That is too kind. You're just sucking up to us. Albert currently in first, Dame in second, Josh in third. And let's move on to our next question. What breed of dog is Snoopy? This is canon. It's talked about in the comics. It is canon. There's a specific breed of dog that Snoopy is. Do you know, J-Wall? I thought maybe you'd know this one. I don't know. You just seem like you'd be up on your Snoopy facts.
I'm trying to think. My sister was a dog freak. She would know this.
She was a dog freak, so she inherently knows a lot about the Peanuts comic strip.
She just literally knows every dog of all time. It's insane. She had a dog encyclopedia.
You guys got 5 seconds to get your answers in.
Oh my God.
Time is up. We've got Beagle, Doberman, and Terrier. Well, the correct answer is Beagle. Snoopy is a Beagle. Joey, I got you. You get credit for that one. He doesn't look too much like a Beagle, and he apparently was based after the creator's dog, who wasn't pure Beagle. He was like a mix of some sort, but in the comics, they do establish that he is in fact a Beagle. Mr. Scamper said, should have wagered more. You know what? But I get it. Not trusting the dog question, Mr. Scampers. You've got a reason not to trust not to trust dogs. Let's move on to our next question. Add those points in. Albert currently in first with Josh, and there's some people knocking on the door. Josh, Tim, and Chet right there behind you, and Joey not far behind either. Let's move on to our next question. Only one player in the NFL returned more than one fumble for a touchdown during the 2021 regular season. Which player on the Philadelphia Eagles returned 2 fumbles for touchdowns last season? So they were the only player to do this more than once, and they did it twice, and it is a player for the Eagles.
I have 2 names in my head.
Also, well, look who showed up. What's up, JL? Howdy to you. Welcome in. Howdy, because I'm in Texas. Is that why? Mr. Scamper said he does not look like a Beagle at all. No, he does not. And Dame said, I'm more familiar with Woodstock. What kind of dog is Woodstock? I'm just kidding. Albert wants to know, did y'all see the Chargers anime schedule release video? I did not. But if I remember correctly, they did something very funny for their schedule release last year as well. And I can't remember what it was.
Oh, it was funny this year.
I'm going to have to check it out. We've got some answers in here. We've got Boo IDP, Big Boy McGee, Cox, Fletcher Cox, because all I know, Fletcher Cox, Miles Sanders, Slay, and no answer given. The correct answer is, Jay, well, what were the 2 answers you were in between?
Fletcher Cox and big play Slay. So,
well, the correct answer is Darius Slay. It is big play. Slay.
I remember the big scoop and score that he had, but I was like, did he have another one? And I was like, Fletcher Cox just feels like a guy who just does it, who just like hits the quarterback, picks up the ball, and takes it to the house. So
he does seem like that kind of guy, but Slay's the only guy that did it twice this past year. There were a bunch that did it once. He did it twice. And so Joey and Mr. Scampers, nice pull on that one. And that is going to launch you guys up the leaderboard. Joey into first and Scampers tied for third with Jersh. So Dame letting us know Woodstock is a chirp chirp kind of dog. I love the chirp chirp dogs. They're all over my TikTok. And Joey said, didn't Slay have them in back-to-back weeks? I do not remember the details on that one,
so.
Joey, but
it's all come back to me where I'm like, I knew this. Like, I definitely knew this because I remember he did it, and then immediately he did it again, and I was like, us Eagles fans were going nuts.
Yeah, he's bound it.
It's
shocking that he didn't do it again the week after. The next question. Jonathan Taylor was the number 1 overall PPR running back in 2021. Austin Eckler was number 2. Who was the number 3 scoring PPR running back in 2021? So I gave you the top 2. I need you to tell me number 3. What you thinking, J-Wall? You think you got a read on this one?
Travis Etienne for sure.
Yeah. J-Wall, don't give the answers out on stream.
I don't know. I'm just gonna go for it. I've been terrible all game, so
do it. Put the answer.
Oh, those make more sense.
We've got Fournette, Harris, Mixon, Kamara, Mixon, and a couple more Najees. Let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer was Najee Harris. Najee Harris was the 3rd overall scoring running back in PPR formats last year. Quite the rookie year. Nice job to everyone who got that one right. And Mr. Scampers, I was way ahead of you. I put some extra E's as an answer choice it would accept. And you know what? It paid off. You got the points for that one. I didn't even have to correct it. Let's go on to our next question. Which of these players had the most receiving touchdowns during the 2021 regular season? Was it Adam Thielen, Deontay Johnson, Rob Gronkowski, CeeDee Lamb, or DeAndre Hopkins? Which of these players had the most receiving touchdowns during the 2021 regular season? You know this one, Jay? Well, it looks like you got your answer in quick.
Yeah, I put it immediately. I was like, I'm not going to second guess myself. I'm just going to put it down.
How much did you wager?
9. So 9. I didn't have 10. So I wagered 9. I was pretty confident in it, but we'll see if I'm actually right or if I'm just false confidence.
We got about 5 seconds left, guys. Make sure you get your answers in. 1-0. We've got Adam, AT, DH, Deontay, Johnson, Lamb, Thielen, Thurland. Well, the correct answer is Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen had 10 receiving touchdowns last year, more than any of these other players. Let's make sure everyone got credit. Dame, you'll get credit for AT right there. Josh, I'd already gave you credit for Thurland. I did not type that, but I guess it just recognized.
The space juice is getting to him.
Too much space juice. Let's submit the answers there and see how that shook up the leaderboard. Mr. Scamper's now in first, Albert in second, tied with Jersh, and then Dame and Cernick right there behind them. Let's move on to our next question. Which wide receiver who finished the season with 1,405 receiving yards led the league in yards per reception with 18.2? Meow. Sorry, Mr. Scampers. We really should have cat closed captioning here, but you're just so good with the human tongue that we broadcast exclusively in that. But honestly, that's probably rude. Maybe some of your friends aren't as versed in the human tongue, and so you can't share this with them. J-Wall, can you get on figuring out like cat subtitles for our show?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, thank you. Guys, you got about 10 seconds to get your answers in. I didn't say dubbing. I don't need you to dub me in cat. Subtitles. Craig said, did Josh get back from outer space yet? Not yet.
We're still lost. Still lost.
On it. We've got a bunch of Chase answers, a bunch of Debo answers, and then a Justin Jefferson. And the correct answer is Debo Samuel.
I knew this
Debo
one.
Samuel was
It helps to watch
monster.
the streams. The FY.
How many times have I said on stream that Debo Samuel was a yards after the catch
Yep.
machine
I was
this year?
like, who did it? And then I think even more recently, you guys talked about how like, oh yeah, Debo had 1,400 yards and like only
77
receptions.
receptions.
Yeah. And
yep,
so
we talked about that on stream today. And
yeah,
I'd written this question before today, but yeah, he did that on 77 receptions over 1,400 yards. Just absolute insanity. And 18.2 yards per reception. That's pretty freaking good. You know what? Like when I've become less and less worried about Debo for next season because I'm accepting the fact that he's just a phenomenal wide receiver. And even without that rushing work, he's still going to be great for fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget to give Joey his points.
Debo.
Otherwise he'll be upset.
I got you, Joey. Thanks for reminding me.
He said spelling isn't my strong suit. What a goofball.
We're going to move into our next question, guys. Which Asian country is the only sovereign state to have a flag that isn't a quadrilateral? So all other flags are quadrilaterals. There are 2 square-shaped flags. I believe it's Switzerland and the Vatican City that have square-shaped flags. Every other country in the world besides this one's flag is a rectangle. This is the only country in the world that has a flag that is not a quadrilateral. More than 4 sides or less than 4 sides on this one. Jay, well, you're making a face like you think you know this, but you can't pull it.
I feel like there's other countries. Jeez, I have no idea.
We've got China. Jay Wall said Jay. Marshall Islands, Mongolia, a couple Nepal's in here. Dame said, what's a Q? And Albert, no answer given. The correct answer is Nepal. Nepal is the only country in the world with a non-quadrilateral flag. It is shaped like 2 pennants on top of each other almost, like 2 triangles. And it is the only country in the world without that quadrilateral flag. So nice job to Tim, Mr. Scampers, and Chet for getting that one correct. JL saying, hi, Scamps. Hope you're having a splendid night. What about us, JL? I hope you're having a splendid night. And now he's trying to get Mr. Scampers to slide into his DMs. And Craig said, Ohio is a triangular swallowtail shaped flag. Is that true? It's also not a country, but that might be true.
But
Jason,
it's like
JL wants some paw picks. Oh, yeah. Our feet pick thirst cannot be quenched. We need those cat feet picks.
Roto feet.
Roto feet. We're expanding to cats now. Good news, Mr. Scampers. Let's submit these answers. Add those points where they're due. And that's going to launch Tim and Mr. Scampers into 1st and 2nd place right there. Joey knocking you down to 3rd place. And Joey said, oh, hi. Oh, wait. He said Ohio. Good one. Next question. The second best-selling game of all time on the Nintendo Switch is Animal Crossing New Horizons with 38.64 million copies sold. What is the best-selling Nintendo Switch game with 45.33 million copies sold? So I just need to know, what is the best-selling Switch game of all time? Jay asking, is this the last game? No, we've got one more. We'll do one more. Jay, well, you got time for one more after this?
I got all the time in the world.
All the time in the world, baby. So Dame said, I need to stop drinking to win. Or you haven't reached that critical point yet. There's a critical point with drinking. It happens with beer pong, it happens with golf, and it happens with trivia. Those are the 3 activities. You're on a curve. You start drinking and your quality of play goes down a little bit. You keep drinking and you're going to hit this point where it just spikes. And you're going to go to your peak performance. Trivia, golf, beer pong. All of these happen when you're drinking. But one more drink will launch you way lower than you were before. But there is that perfect point where you can just get in the zone. You've had just enough beers, glasses of wine, whatever it is, where your golf swing is perfect. Your brain is accessing that trivia, and you are just sinking beer pong cups. Oh, and Jay, you're right. I forgot one. It also happens with cornhole. It definitely happens with cornhole. Oh, and you know what? A 5th one. This is the end of the list, though. Bowling as well. Bowling, cornhole, beer pong, trivia, and golf are the 5 with the beer curve. Down, up, way back down. Let's see. The answers here. We've got Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart, Mario Party, Pokemon Let's Go, Zelda, and Zelda Breath of the Wild. Well, the correct answer is It is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So if you said Mario Kart at all, oh, Josh, it gave you credit, but I'm going to take that away because Mario Party is incorrect. That's a different game entirely. Nice job. And you know what? That was a little bit surprising to me. I thought it would be Breath of the Wild or Super Smash, but then I think about the Switch. The one game that everyone's probably going to buy is Mario Kart, whether you've got kids or anything. Like, that's just such an accessible game. Like, how do you have a Switch and not have Mario Kart on it, right?
My first thought was Smash, and then I was like, no, it has to be Mario Kart because I don't have a Switch, but if I got a Switch, I would get Mario Kart.
First, right? I think that was the first game I got. I think that's the first game everyone gets. And Craig said, we need an FYF video game. What style of game would that be? Would it be an RPG? Would it be a fighter game? It would be a romance visual novel. Yep, you're 100% right. It would be a choose your own adventure romance visual novel where you could try to date each of us. And oh my God, we have to hire someone to make this game. Like a multi-path like visual novel where you can date us and you have to like pick which one you want to date and you're trying to like get us to fall in love with you. That's so funny.
And all my character says is, please, I'm married.
Craig says you get to play as one of the FYF members on a show and can raise or lower their rankings by getting questions and shows right or wrong. Pretty good, but I like our idea better. I like the and Mr. Scambers is right. You will play a goose trying to date the individual members of FYF for sure. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of honking going on in this game. Honk, honk. Let's submit those answers. And Craig said, wow, we went very different directions. Yeah. With the J-Wall guided it that way by saying romance game.
Whoa, you know I just said romance. You took it.
You set me up and then I dunked it. It was an alley-oop right there, J-Wall, but it wouldn't have existed without your assist. Joey said, not gonna lie, I'd let a goose get to second base if I wasn't married. Yeah, good qualifier there. I was worried about your character for a second until you said if I wasn't married. Next question, guys. This is your last question. Vote for whatever you want. It doesn't matter. They're just going to pick a question willy-nilly.
I always vote easy just because I want people to know I'm not confident going into
it. That's funny. J-Wall, I feel like you're playing mind games with that.
I do what I can.
I'm going to wager 0. It's like when I used to wrestle, I've said this before, but I would purposely wear all the noob gear because I didn't want anyone to think I thought I was good. So I would just I would wear like the noob shoes that you get at Sports Authority, the noob headgear that costs like $10. Like to get my singlet in a size too big, like so that I'm just walking around looking like a guy who's never stepped on a wrestling mat before.
That's honestly amazing. I love that.
Mr. Scamper said, speaking of hard questions. Oh yeah, this FYF game will be full of innuendos like that. But it'll be nothing but every piece of text will be an innuendo of some sort. There will not be a sentence without an innuendo in it. Okay, our final question, guys. Gross tight ends outside the top 12. Which of these tight ends finished the highest in PPR leagues in 2021? Was it C.J. Uzomah, Evan Ingram, Cameron Brate, Tyler Higbee, or David Njoku? Oh man, I'm just imagining Tim's path in this dating game, like trying to date Tim. It would be pure chaos over there, trying to seduce him, trying to figure out what he wants. You would go on the adventure of a lifetime trying to get Tim to marry you. He's got high standards, but maybe if you play your cards right, Goose, you can meet them. Honk.
This feels like
you guys got 5 seconds left here. It's a trap. Multiple choice on the last one. Let's see. We've got a couple Brates, a lot of Higbees, John Cougar Mellencamp, and Uzomah. Well, the correct answer is, you know what? Jay likes to say never Higbee, but it is just almost never Higbee. Higbee did outscore each and every one of these players this season. Tim, I'll give you credit because you said Higbee in that answer, so you are going to get credit for that one. Submit answers, and I think Tim is going to win this game. Wait. Tim is our winner. Tim with Joey in second, Albert in third, Josh in fourth. FYF dominating this round right here.
Except for me and Jay.
Oh, no.
And you, who all finished the last 3. But This means that he gets the spot, no?
I think so.
Yeah, Joey's.
Joey can determine how that is distributed, whether that goes to Tim or our next highest score, which is Albert right there. But Joey, up to you. Brady in here saying, what? Y'all got to announce these better. You know what? You're right. We just started pushing out the info about it today. We got a couple tweets out, but Brady, next time we do one of these, I'll make sure to message you. But good news, we still have one more round. You can still join and play along. We're going to play one more round of fantasy football pub trivia. Let me go ahead and change this pack to our last pack of the day. One of these days, we're just going to like pick a random pack and start playing like completely unrelated trivia to whatever we're talking about, which is fantasy football. I said whatever we're talking about, like it was a mystery.
Right.
Jay said it's still never Higbee. Also, Tim confirming that this is going to go to Albert. So Albert, congratulations. You have earned a spot in Joey's Fantasy Cares Eliminator Tournament. We're disqualifying the FYF people ahead of you. So you are going to get that first spot. Nice job on the win, Tim. From last to first. That's the way to do it. I was going to say Ricky Bobby style, but that dude was never last, right? No, he caught on fire one time. No, he didn't catch on fire. That was the whole thing, right? Man, I need to rewatch Talladega Nights is what I'm realizing. Let's move on to our next game. We're going to go ahead and start this. Everybody is in and ready to go. And if you're just tuning in to watch, you guys can still join in and play. Download the Sporkle Party app and use code 180388. And this is your first question. Which of these players scored the most PPR fantasy points in 2021? Sony Michel, Melvin Gordon, Alexander Madison, Tony Pollard, or Myles Gaskin?
This feels gross.
Also, Dame said, I said I wanted everyone to win. I didn't just mean FYF teams. I think Joey won the first game, right?
Yeah.
And then Tim won the second game. Come on, guys. You got to beat these FYF losers.
Yeah, I lost on purpose last round.
Idiots on the FYF team. Yes. Thank you, Jay Wall, for doing that. But unfortunately, everyone else didn't get the memo.
Well, everyone has put the same answer.
Well, we've got Gordon, Melvin Gordon, and Melvin. Is that in reference to like, Alvin?
Yeah, I think so.
Why did I do that in a chipmunk voice? It's their dad that says that. Okay, let's see the answers. The correct answer is Melvin Gordon. Everyone that said Gordon or Melvin is going to get credit for that one. Nice job to most of you for getting that right. Let's move on to our next question. Another Who Am I? I have finished each of the last three seasons with between 1,157 and 1,193 receiving yards and exactly 4 touchdowns. Unbelievably consistent. I played college football at Maryland, and I am a former first-round pick. Who am I? Mr. Scamper said, LOL, Simon nailed it. I knew what you were going for there. And part of that reason might be because I have heard so many Chipmunks jokes in my life. Being named Simon, having the name as one of the Chipmunks. Also, come here now. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Asking for the code. It is 180388. I'll put it in the chat as well for you. Join in and play along with us. This is our last game, but we're only 2 questions in. So really, that just puts you at a 3-point disadvantage, right? Because it'll be your 1 and 2 point question.
Sure.
So not that far behind. We've got Chris Godwin, Cooks, Diggs, Johnson, a bunch of DJ Moores, Stephon Diggs. Tim, weirdly enough, you are correct. And come here now saying, I will win. I am the smartest. Just declaring it from the beginning. Let's see that answer here. The correct answer is DJ Moore. DJ Moore has been almost comically consistent over the last 3 seasons. Like, look at that. That is less than 40 yards separating his yards finish from the last 3 seasons. Exactly 4 touchdowns.
He's also really consistent in the touchdown area. Yeah. So
also, Mr. Scamper said, sorry if I stirred anything up, Simon. Maybe next story time. No, it wasn't so much bullying as it was just like, hey, you share that name with a chipmunk. And then endless chipmunk references. Same with Simon Says and Simon Cowell. Just heard it a lot. So everyone who said DJ Moore is going to get credit on that one. Nice job to everybody. Let's submit those answers. Also, Joey says back with pudding. Oh, and you've got the 101 of puddings right there. Banana pudding is the best pudding. What do you think the best pudding is, J-Wall?
don't know, vanilla butterscotch
You know what?
pudding. Actually.
Vanilla underrated. A good French vanilla
Yes.
pudding. You know what? I
French
might
vanilla.
put above. No, because you know what? The best banana puddings, you can't beat it. From like a hole in the wall barbecue place with vanilla wafers on the bottom. Like,
see, I'm just not a wafers guy. I think that's why. Like vanilla wafers just aren't really my thing. So like I don't mind a banana pudding, but I feel like if I like vanilla wafers, it would hit different.
it might help. Yeah, vanilla wafers are like a star of that show. Let's move on to our next question. Which of these players scored the most PPR fantasy points in 2021? We got another one of these. Is it Robbie Anderson, Alan Lazard, Tyler Boyd, Gabriel Davis, or Cortland Sutton? Sutton.
Courting Sutton.
Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton. And Mr. Scamper saying best pudding is chili. No, chili's a soup. It goes in the soup category, not unless pudding is also a soup.
Wow. We're making some serious discoveries here.
Is pudding soup? What's the definition of soup? Soup definition.
I don't see why not, because think of like
the only qualifier is a liquid dish typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables, etc., in stock or water. It doesn't say it's required to boil meat or fish or vegetables in stock or water. It just as a liquid dish. So this comes down to the fact, is pudding
like
a liquid?
Broccoli cheddar soup. That's like a thicker, it's like a more pudding.
Also, Jay, God, this is the worst take.
That
This is are you 97? Like tapioca pudding is the 101 of puddings? Like I knew you were old, but Jesus. Like, come on.
That is brutal.
And Mr. Scamper said pudding is a soup. And Come Here Now said Sporkle's denying me access to the party. Oh no, how come? Why is it denying you access to the party? Let's see. Do I have it set to
Oh, it's 13. I don't know.
It should let you in.
It should.
I don't know why it wouldn't let you in. Okay, let's see the answers here. We've got Alan Law, Boyd, Davis, Robbie Anderson, Boyd. The correct answer is Tyler Boyd. Congrats to everyone who said Boyd on that one. You know, it was a not exciting season, but Boyd had his games. He had some pretty big games, especially when one of the two guys ahead of him was out. And there's just room for good slot wide receivers, no matter how many other receivers are on the offense. Boyd is going to continue to get his.
He had like 2 games where he had like a 70-yard touchdown too. That's like all he did, and that's all he needed to do.
Let's submit those answers and move on to our next question. In the lead right now, we've got Mr. Scampers in first, Josh in second, and Brady coming in for the third game and showing up on the leaderboard right away. Our next question. Over the final 4 weeks of the season. Oh. You guys got that? Over the final 4 weeks of the season, weeks 15 through 18, Devin Singletary scored the most PPR points at the running back position. Which former first-round pick was the second highest scoring running back over that stretch? And Jay will excuse me for one moment. I'm going to go scare myself by being alone with my thoughts for a moment to get rid of my hiccups.
Hi, chat. What's up, friends? I don't know. Just usually I'm in the chat, and so I don't know. I feel a little shy right now, but I'm just happy for you guys to be here. You know, with me and me with you. Oh, hey, what's up, Simon?
Come Here Now said J-Wall reminds me of Yukon Cornelius from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Who is that?
You know who it is. It's the guy with the beard and the mustache with the red cheeks. And
Yo.
he's got like the pick.
Yo, I know exactly what you're talking about. That did me so dirty.
Oh my gosh, that's phenomenal.
That is.
That's so good. And Craig said, take control. Own it, J-Wall. You are the master of the show now. We've got lots of answers in here. Some Rashad Penny, some Sony Michelle, some Steph, some Derrick Henry, some Fournette. And the correct answer is Rashad Penny. Penny had an unreal end to the season. And depending on your scoring format, he was 2 or 1 to end the year. He did beat Devin Singletary in a couple of formats. Also, Jay said, end the game now. Come Here Now wins. Yeah, absolutely. With the Yukon Cornelius pull on that one.
Did me so
that's
dirty.
so funny. That's
So
incredible.
dirty.
And Joey saying amazing reference. Jay, well, it's okay. I think it was Come Here Now who said without a hat, I looked like Chucky the villain. So we both
I
been
remember
down
that
toward the
scream.
right
Oh,
there.
that killed me. I was just sitting in my office, just like cackling, like I was laughing so hard.
And you know what? I looked at myself on the camera and I pulled up a picture of Chucky and I was like, you know what? The hair is pretty spot on. Like the color's wrong, but the style on that specific day was it was pretty spot on. Albert jumping onto the leaderboard. Mr. Scampers and Josh leading the way. Let's go to our next question.
I'm just waiting on my moment, to be honest.
Which NFL team is the only team without a single playoff win from 2000 to the present? There's only one NFL team that has not won a playoff game in that time period. Who was it? Who is it? It's still them. Jay will running through all the bad teams, trying to remember if they've won a playoff game. I like this one because it's kind of fun. You start going through like teams that you think maybe haven't won one, and then it's like pulling from like random moments of history. Like, no, like they were in the playoffs. They played in this game. Like, oh, they made it to this round. And just to be clear, this is not make the playoffs. This is without a playoff win.
I don't feel confident.
Okay, we've got Chargers, Dallas, the Lions. Tim said it's probably the Dolphins, FML. Lots more Lions. And then the Texans. The correct answer is the Detroit Lions. I believe they've played in 3 in that time frame, and they are 0-3 in those games. The Browns, they're down there, but they've got 1. They've got 1 playoff win over the Steelers in that time
the Jags
period.
also.
Jags made it to
almost made it to the Super Bowl. They were like one win away.
Yeah, not even just 1 win away. They were like 1 quarter away, if I remember correctly. Like Blake Bortles had them had the Patriots like backed up, and the Patriots had to come back. I was at the Chicago airport when that game was happening. Like, do you ever have those weird moments where like you remember like where you like? I specifically remember sitting at my terminal at the Chicago airport watching this game on my phone, going like, "No way is Blake Bortles about to play in the Super Bowl." Like, absolutely not.
Hey, Rex Grossman played in the Super Bowl, so anything is possible.
Joey said technically the Oilers haven't. Whatever. We're moving on to our next question. I'm not even entertaining that, Mr. Joe Wright. Oh man, there's a bar near us that has this sick Oilers Bud Light sign that I like every time I'm in there, I'm like tempted to ask them like how much for that sign. Like how much for that sign is so cool.
You don't have to buy it, but you can always ask, you know.
Also, Tim said, oof, that's brutal. The Dolphins' last playoff win was in 2000. So fits within the question. And Brady said, that's absolutely incredible that they didn't get a single playoff win with prime Matt Stafford and Calvin Johnson. Yeah.
That's wild.
Insane. And coming out, so the Oilers are NHL. Duh. Well, they did also used to be the Houston team, but currently you are correct. Also, Dame said, I was flying back from Kenya when the USC-Texas championship game was going on. Sometimes you just remember where you were in those moments. And flying back from Kenya, that's a pretty memorable trip, probably. Let's move on to our next question. That's probably a long-ass flight. Okay, here's your next question. What is the name of the character in Hey Arnold that pretends to hate Arnold in order to hide their crush on him? They even have a hidden shrine to him in their bedroom. So I just need the name of this character. Who's the character that pretends to hate him but secretly loves him?
This is definitely really easy if you used to watch this show, and I have never seen an episode.
I think we've talked about this on stream recently. If you've never watched it or you haven't watched it since you were a kid, it's on Hulu, I believe. Go back and watch a couple episodes. It is sad.
That's what I've heard.
It's like depressing. Like, Hey Arnold's like taking care of his senile grandfather, and it weighs on him heavily. You can tell. Like, it's just not nice. He does have a sick bedroom, though. He's got the coolest bedroom in cartoons.
Life is garbage, but he has a sweet bedroom.
We've got Chester Von Wagenen, Chris, Helga, lots of Helgas. Joey said, Joey, wait, that's JL and FYF. We've got Karen, Lucy, Patty Mayonnaise didn't watch, and Roger Goodell. I like the Roger Goodell answer. Well, the correct answer is Helga Geraldine Pataki. We got the full name in there. But if you just said Helga, you are going to get credit for this. Anyone who said Helga will get points. Okay, let's submit the answers. See how our leaderboard breaks down after this. And Carrington in the chat knowing this one with Helga. What's up, C? Glad to have you in here. After that question, our leaderboard, Josh in first, Albert in second, tied with Mr. Scampers, then Jay and Brady and Chet not far behind. let's go on to our next question. What is the name of the spaceship that the 2002 TV show Firefly follows? So it follows the crew of a specific spaceship. Did you watch Firefly, J-Wall?
I have never even heard of it.
I haven't watched it either. It is like one of those, it only got one season, and it's one of those shows that like the people who loved it are obsessed. Like if you look up shows that got canceled, if you look up like shows that got canceled too soon, it's always like number one on the list. And it's been on my watch list for years, like something that I need to watch. I should do it. It's not even that much of a commitment. It's one show or one season, right? We've got Cole, Enterprise, Nevada, Odyssey, Plymouth or something. I have no idea. And then 3 Serenities at the end there. Well, the correct answer is Serenity. The name of the spaceship is Serenity. I thought for sure at least one person would guess Firefly, right? Yeah. That would make sense that the show Firefly was based on the spaceship Firefly.
Tim and Joey getting this does not surprise me in the slightest.
Yeah, checks out.
It does.
Also, come here now saying easy Bing search would have gotten me the answer. That is true, but then you would be a cheater, and no good, dirty, rotten cheater, and you would have to live with that. You'd have to lay in bed tonight thinking, man, I binged that. I binged that answer. I didn't know it. I binged it. Also, Brady said, it's a good show. I've heard unbelievable things. I need to watch it. After I finish Clone Wars, I'll watch Firefly. That's my plan. Okay, let's move on to our next question. Submit these answers. Make sure I gave credit to everyone who deserves it.
I'm still playing it low key, last. But my comeback's coming.
Is it coming, J-Wall?
It's coming.
Okay. Man, we got all the non-football questions in a row. Who played Tracy's mom, Edna Turnblad, in the 2007 movie Hairspray? Also, Brady said, okay, Clone Wars is better. I'd always heard it was good. I just started watching it this week, and I am freaking hooked. Like, it's so good. Better than the movies. Okay, you guys got about 20 seconds. J-Wall, do you know who played Edna Turnblad in this movie?
No, I've never seen this movie.
You're right. It's not Shrek or Madagascar.
Dang it. I thought it. You know, I was thinking about it.
Now do you recognize it?
Well, yeah, because I was looking at it and I was like, no, that wouldn't make sense. I'm like, it just wouldn't make sense.
Maybe I threw something in there.
I was like, it wouldn't make sense for John Travolta. I was like, I know he's in the movie, and I think he played the mom. I was like, no, that wouldn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, but J-Wall, it makes perfect sense when you watch it. John Travolta is the only person who could have played Edna Turnblad in that movie. He absolutely killed it. Nice job to everyone who said Travolta. Josh, Joey, and Chet all getting that one right. I like some of these other answers, though. Betty White would have been interesting. Amanda Bynes, not quite old enough to play the mother. That would have been interesting. Also, Joey with the Good Morning Baltimore. It's a great song. JL, you should sing that song every morning when you wake up. Let's submit these answers. And let's move on to our next question. It's question 9. 2 quarterbacks tied for the most yards lost from sacks with 370. One of them was Joe Burrow. Who was the other? So 2 quarterbacks lost 370 yards, which was the most from sacks this year, tied for first, which is not a category you want to tie for first in. Joe Burrow and one other guy.
Probably not right, but I
but you had an answer and you locked it in.
It was the only game I actually went to this past season, and this quarterback got sacked like 9 times. And so it's just like, I mean, I don't think he got sacked that bad the rest of the time, but.
So Joey said more movie questions. We should do like themed trivia nights where like we do one FYF and then we do like a movies trivia, or we do like musicals or video games or anime or those are all the think of a category that's not nerdy, J-Wall. Hurry. Everything
I don't know much of anything.
Restaurants. Restaurant themed trivia sounds really fun. Okay, we've got Trevor Lawrence, Russell Wilson, Roethlisberger, Wentz, Matt Ryan, Lawrence Fields, A-Rod, Allen, and the correct answer is Zach Wilson. Ooh. Come here now. Got that one right in the chat. Not in the game, but got that one right. Zach Wilson is absolutely correct.
But yeah, I went to the Buccaneers Bears game, and they just they tore up Justin Fields. Poor dude could not do anything.
Honestly, maybe if he had started the entire season, he would be higher on this list.
That's true.
But he did not. That could have been what did it right there.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Well, let's submit these answers. No one getting points on that one. And Craig said, new Jurassic World movie is out in less than a month. Dinosaur trivia is not nerdy at all. Dinosaur trivia night would be awesome. Jay said baseball trivia. Jay, I'm going to need your help on that one. I do not know enough about baseball. Dame said bowling trivia. Tim was a star of his high school bowling team. We'll have to get him on here to help lead bowling trivia.
I did bowling class. I had 3 different bowling classes in college.
I did not do bowling class, but one time I went on a date with a girl who was taking a bowling class. So she wanted to go bowling, right? And we're there, and I'm not a good bowler. But for the first time in my life, this is a true story, I bowled 6 strikes in a row. And I was like, this is destiny. This is like someone saying you need to show off for this girl, right? Like this is shining down, making this date go well. And so now I'm like confident and arrogant, and I step up for my next bowl and I bring the ball back. And I slammed it so hard into my own ankle that I knocked myself off my feet. My foot was so swollen that I couldn't get it back into my normal shoe that I wore there. And the girl had to help get me back to my dorm, like hold me up to get me back to my apartment at that point.
My story is a little different. I was 5th grade after school sports, and I bowled 5 strikes in a row. And I remember because my brother, I didn't have a belt, and I was wearing my brother's hand-me-down jeans that were too big for me. So I'd bowl. It was the first time I ever bowled without
gutter guards.
And so I'd bowl and pull my pants up immediately so they didn't fall down. And I ended up breaking that lane's record, and it was 250 or something. I just bowled the most incredible game of my life.
Your story's supposed to have a bad ending, Jay Wall.
Well, and then I did 3 bowling classes and never came close to that. So
that's the way it is, right? Like when you're a kid, you get the highest score you've ever gotten. Dan said, Tim, are you a 1-fingered bowler like me? I believe he's a 0-fingered bowler, if I remember correctly. I believe he just palms it and puts some serious spin on it.
That's nasty.
Let's move on to our next question. Crazy. There are only 2 tight ends in the top 10 all-time receiving touchdown leaders. One of them is Antonio Gates. Who is the other? So this is the top 10 list of all-time receiving touchdown leaders. So this is across all positions. 8 of them are wide receivers. 2 of them are tight ends. Antonio Gates and 1 other person.
Dang. I put someone because I'm like, it has to be this person.
Also, I was wrong. Tim's a 2-finger bowler. He puts 2 fingers in.
I'm a 2-finger bowler too.
Well, are you counting the thumb? Is the thumb a finger?
I just these 2 and then.
Oh, I use 2 fingers and a thumb. I'm a 2 fingers and a thumb bowler.
Use all 3.
Yeah. And I'm not very good.
Do you spin it?
Nope. I throw it as hard as I can and as straight as I can, hoping that it'll just create enough mess down there to knock them all over. But I'm not very good at throwing the ball straight is the key there. We had some guesses in the chat. We had Gronk, Kellen Winslow, and Jay said he's a 5-finger bowler. Well, that's a cool bowling ball you got. The answers we had here.
So bad.
We had Anthony Gonzalez, Gronk. I bet it starts with a G. I'm going to go with Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez, Winslow, and no answer given. The correct answer is Tony Gonzalez. Anyone that said Tony Gonzalez?
My head, and I was like, no, it has to be Gronk, right? It has to be.
It is Tony Gonzalez. I honestly don't remember where Gronk is on the list. I'm going to pull that up because I'm curious.
Isn't Anthony Gonzalez the guy from Ohio State who, right? Anthony Gonzalez, and he played for the Colts.
I don't know that.
Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna. Joey's wrong. It is Anthony.
Let's see,
Gonzalez.
Receiving touchdowns. Let's see. Gronk is number 12 on the list, so he's actually very close with 92. To get to the top 10, though, he needs 100 to tie Tim Brown and Steve Largent, who are tied at 9. So if he can get 8 more receiving touchdowns, he'll tie. And if he can get 9 more receiving touchdowns, he will securely move into that spot.
Wow,
so by the end of next season, we could be talking about Gronk as one of these guys in the top 10. Nice job, everyone who got that one right. Let's submit these answers. And this is going to take us to our final question with, yet again, an FYF member in the lead. You guys can't let Josh beat you on this one. Josh has 52, Brady with 45, and then we've got a bunch of people close behind. Chet, Albert, Mr. Scampers, G-Man J, and Joey all close behind.
And I'm waiting on my comeback still.
Let's move on to our next question. Hey, J-Wall, is this where you make your move?
That's where I make my move.
Yeah, you've been waiting, right? You've just been waiting behind it. This is like passing someone on the curve.
Everyone would have to get it right, and I would have to. And Josh everyone would have to do like 20, get it wrong. And then I would have to do 20 and get it right.
You guys get your wagers in.
So
Wager 20.
There's a chance.
Oh, at least a 1% chance.
I would actually cry.
Sorry, these hiccups are killing me. I'm trying to take care of them off stream.
Like the upside down.
Okay. Looks like everyone wagered 20 except for me. Man, you know what? This is why I love our chat. Like everyone's just like, go big or go home.
F it, we ball.
No one's in here with strategy. Exactly. F it, we ball is the perfect way to put it. Like, nah, we're going for it, guys. Yep. Our final question is, I have a feeling it's going to be non-football related. Nope, It is. Which AFC North player finished with the most receptions in that division during the 2021 regular season? So AFC North player with the most receptions of just AFC North players is what I'm asking here.
Oh my gosh, there's two people in between. Oh my gosh.
You're going to have to make a decision.
I made my decision. Okay, everyone else put the same thing.
Joey said, I like that it doesn't tell you who is honking, so Josh doesn't know it's me for the last 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure space is a vacuum, though, so unless he's got his AirPods in, I don't think he can hear you. We've got some answers. We've got Chase, Deontay Johnson, Jersa, Johnson, or Andrews, blah. I'll go Johnson. I think.
I was between Andrews and Johnson.
G-Man J said Mark Andrews, and then Mr. Scamper said Najee. You guys ready to see the answer? Determine the winner of this game. What do you think it is, J-Wall? Are you confident with your answer?
I feel like I have to be, but man, I was really tight in between him and Mark Andrews. I probably should have gone Mark Andrews, knowing nobody else would really go Mark Andrews, but.
So, turns out, correct answer. I may have made a mistake in the answer on this one. Not a mistake, but there may be more than one correct answer that I did not account for.
Did you not account for Mark Andrews?
No, the correct answer I put down was Mark Andrews, but I am now looking. Mark Andrews and Deontay Johnson had the same exact number of receptions. I read that wrong the first time. So everyone, if you put Mark Andrews or Deontay Johnson, you are going to get credit for this one. Josh put both of them down there. They both had exactly 107 receptions. I don't know how I missed Deontay Johnson when I was seeing this the first time, but nice job, everybody who put either of those answers. So let's see who won this game. I think it's going to be Josh, right? Ooh. It's going to be Josh. Josh, you are our winner. Brady in second and Albert in third place with Jay barely coming in fourth. Nice job on this one, guys. And everybody who joined in and played along with us for Pub Trivia Night, thank you so much. If you guys like doing these, we will keep on doing them. So let us know if you enjoyed this. Like this video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel at Front Yard Fantasy because we like doing this. It's fun.
Yes, you guys are the best. I'm excited to be back in the chat. It's just not the same, I feel less connected. And so, but thank you all so much for coming out. So much fun. I enjoyed losing to all of you.
And Dame said, I'm so happy for the FYF crew. Yeah, the FYF crew showed up tonight. It looks a little bit like collusion, doesn't it? With Joey winning one, then Tim winning one, then Josh winning one.
It would only be like that if I actually won one.
You're right. That would be unbelievable. Tim said, not last, baby. Brady said, I've still never won. Your time's coming, Brady. Your time's coming. Jay in here with the
anyone can win one.
with the trading makes fantasy fun. And Mr. Scamper said, incredible fall from grace. Guys, that's going to be it for us tonight. I'm going to go take care of these hiccups. J-Wall is going to go run a marathon, and we will see you tomorrow on stream at 3 p.m. Adios, everybody.
See ya. Trading makes fantasy fun.